land, then that's something that I can definitely assist with. We just want to try to do as much due diligence on our own as we can. I'll definitely help you with that. But yeah, I mean, I think it's still great traction that you are making on this, and yeah, man, heck of a way to end the month. How do you feel about having a couple deals that you're working and as well a recent homeowner?
You're bad.
Well, well, pat yourself on the back, brother. Pat yourself on the back. This is a great start, this is awesome. Now, I did want to ask you with your land people, do they provide you, or what you should ask them is if they have any kind of proof of funds just to verify in case the seller asks for it, that you guys are that they are able to buy should they want to move forward. Did they tell you?
Yeah. And I'll find that out when. Well, trying to get the comps in that sense, and then bring that up to them at that point. Like,
Right.
This is what I think it would be worth. Do you have enough to, here's the price point I think that it is worth. This is the
Right.
price point that seller is coming at.
Right.
Could you cover either one of these two ranges? And if you can you verify that with me,
Right.
just for the sake of making sure neither one of us looks. Did you waste my time?
Right. No, yeah. The way I go around that is I just say, hey, it's something that the seller is going to require before they'll provide any further information. It's just they just want to know, how you'll be paying for the deal. As either pre-approval letter. Of course, since it's land, then the only option is going to be creative financing or cash. Now, do you have, Brian, handy the address of that listing? Because I may be able to pull some land comps from. I'm in Remind here. I talked about Remind on last week's call, or week before last week's call, so I may be able to pull some land comps here already. If you know the address offhand.
Can get on the Zoom call and work on it.
Okay.
If you're good with it.
Yeah. Let's do tomorrow. What you can do is just book a call. That way, that entire hour will be yours. I'm gonna text you right now my calendar, and the reason being is that it's gonna send you the Zoom link, and it's gonna make sure that time is not scheduled by anybody or anything else on my calendar. And then yeah, man, I'll share my screen, and then we'll walk through how to pull comps for land and all that. I completely forgot. We do have a way that we can do that, at least to get some initial numbers.
Okay, that works.
All right, brother.
And then yeah.
And then for your townhome folks, that's gonna just be that's gonna be simple. That's just simply knowing, how many bedrooms, bathrooms, all that jazz they want, and then also plugging that into KB Core. Once they tell you, they're pre-approved and they're ready to start looking at homes, if they just want you to start sending them some stuff, just get an idea of square footage, bedrooms, bathrooms that they're looking for, zip codes that they'd like to be within, and then I'll show you how to start setting up search alerts. Is that what you're wanting to do for the third folks?
No. For that one, I already have the searches going. I went to look at some new builds yesterday, and I just went to go look at some other ones just today before calling it.
Awesome.
And yeah, we're already doing that kind of legwork. He doesn't have a pre-approval letter. He's a personal friend of mine. I've known him for too many years at this point.
Okay.
Since 2006.
Okay.
So, finance-wise, I'm not too concerned in any regard for him on that. It's just more of finding him something. My urgency to find him something is not as much, just because I know what he's looking for, and it's just more of just an FYI for you.
Mm-hmm.
But I will possibly have questions for it later.
Okay.
For like what he wants to do.
Okay.
But if it's a new build, I believe it'll be a bit simplified, because I think all I have to do is, if it's a new build, just go to the front office and like, hey, here's the person who's interested.
That's it.
They looked at some model homes. Here's my agent number. Here's my checking account number. Send the money there. That's all I pretty much have.
Well, with new constructions, the majority of the paperwork and legwork is done by the sales agent, who is also a licensed agent. So yes, it is easier in the sense that, brother, you just have to show up literally to sign the contract, should they decide they want to put an offer in. And then, of course, at the inspection, I'm a big fan with new construction. I'm a big fan of doing a pre-drywall inspection and then another inspection before closing, and then you show up to closing. So yes, it's definitely a lot easier than a regular just a pre-owned home for sure. But they will need the pre-approval letter or whatever the builder, if they decide to go ahead and put an offer on something.
And with that same person, after he's done getting his home rebuilt, most likely, I think that'd be something I'd be more comfortable with him getting into, and he would like as well, would be to then list his current townhome in Kennesaw for sale.
Let's go.
And they're working on that.
Yes, sir. That brother is called a double dip, and I love it. So yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir. And it's always good, specifically with the purchase, if they do find a home and they're not already pre-approved, some lenders may make the purchase of their new construction contingent on the sale of their current home. I know you say you're not concerned with it in any way. Just know, if, as you guys get closer to a particular new construction community that they may want to go ahead and put an offer in on, one, make sure you're there at every aspect of that new construction, because those new construction agents will pull a okie doke and say, well, your buyer didn't mention your name, even though you did, even though they did. Usually it's best to be there with them. That way, when that contract is signed, you're covered. And any pre-approval is not contingent on the sale of their Kennesaw home. Hopefully it won't be, but we can cross that bridge when we get to it.
Yeah, I don't think it will be, but we won't know really until then. So
Right.
That's what I got for you, Marvin.
Hey, man.
Just trying to make sure I'm a busy mentee.
You're crushing it. You're crushing it. Please let me know how I can assist.